Have you ever felt like your career is a maze with no clear exit? Countless professionals drift through their working lives, moving from job to job with no real sense of direction. No, this feeling isn't your destiny. It's just a temporary state. Today, we're not just talking about another career tip. We're closing the first critical chapter of your transformation journey for your career. This was a chapter about establishing direction. And trust me, direction changes everything. Hi, I'm Chris Almanza, a career and purpose coach. We've reached the sixth activity in our career roadmap compass, the final activity in our first workbook section, establishing a direction. This is the clarity we've been building towards. In case you're having trouble remembering, or maybe you skipped some of the videos, it's okay. Here's what we covered. Think of our journey so far like mapping a road trip. We've identified your core values, explored your identity outside of work, defined what work means for you, and discovered your flow state triggers. We then created a visual career vision board. And now we're plotting the actual route. Let's start by reimagining your career as a living, breathing timeline. Picture it stretching from your earliest professional experiences to this exact moment, and then extending forward to where you want to be, even to your retirement. Every milestone, every choice, every challenge has been a critical waypoint bringing you here. We're going to do some reflection on how you got here today, but I don't want you to give into the spirit of a victim mindset. Remember my favorite phrase, amor fati, to love your fate. It's all thanks to your journey that you are where you are, and somehow that brought you to this very moment today here with me. So many of my clients voice their clear disappointment about the way they wish things used to be, or how they wish they were, or the dreams that they didn't get to fulfill. You can't move forward on regret. You need to find acceptance of the reality you have right now. To be explicitly clear, the point is to see where you are and acknowledge where you want to go. And now we have to take steps to make that change. This is the biggest thing that holds back everyone that I work with, their mindset. It's something I struggle with often too. It's part of the human condition. When I first started to make some videos off of my workbook, I got a little nervous because it felt like I was just giving away for free some of the important things that some of my clients pay a lot of money to help me guide them through. I realized that thinking that is too much in scarcity mindset. I choose to believe that there are people who need this, and I can help more people through these videos than simply taking it and keeping it only for my private clients. One of the reasons I set out to share these tools is because I love coaching people to get to where they want to go to make their lives better. The thing is that I have very limited time and I can only help so many people at a time. So by offering tools and a form of free virtual coaching, I'm hoping to help more people this way. Let's jump into the reflection process. Let's reflect. Close your eyes for a moment. Think about where you were 5 to 10 years ago. What were your goals then? What dreams did you have? What dreams have you achieved? What dreams have you set aside? Now open your eyes and look ahead. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? Are you moving towards a destination that truly excites and inspires you? Maybe 5 years ago you dreamed of starting your own business, but you stayed in your current role for stability, and I get that. If that dream still resonates deep in your core, this might be the moment to revisit it. Here's a powerful truth. The present isn't just a bridge between your past and the future. It's where transformation happens. This activity is about getting crystal clear on your aspirations. Ask yourself, what is genuinely holding you back right now? Is it fear, lack of resources, or maybe just not knowing where to start? Identifying these obstacles isn't about self-criticism. It's about problem solving. An example, if you want to pivot into a new field, you don't need to overhaul everything overnight. Start with one skill and develop one meaningful connection to build. These small and intentional steps are the essence of your career compass. Let's take a moment to appreciate the groundwork that we've been working on, that we've been laying the past few videos. In establishing a direction, each activity has been carefully designed to help you gain unprecedented clarity about your career path. Let's go over some of the highlights of the roadmap. First, we started with your values and priorities. These are the core values that you needed to help understand where you need to say yes and where you should say no. Then we focused on diversifying your identity. This helped you understand your life beyond your job titles. Then we defined work by identifying the ways in which we can see the differences in between a job, a career, and a calling. Hopefully now you know what you can do to change your framing, your mindset, or the details around your role. Then we went to your interest and flow state. Here, this helped us to identify your activities that fully engage you. These are the indicators that gave you a path to more meaningful work. Then we did a career vision board. This was the fun thing where we mapped out your dreams to help make them a reality. Now in this section, we're trying to tie it all together. This is where potential becomes possibility. To truly define your aspirations, I want you to answer 4 transformative questions. In order to do this more efficiently, bring the notes of everything you had from the previous activities, bring your vision board, your answers to the questions, and everything you journaled in those questions. Now turn to a new piece of paper and be ready to answer the following questions. Question 1. If I couldn't fail, what kind of career would I pursue? Drop the limitations. Forget practicality for a moment. What career would make your soul sing? The point of dreaming here is to help identify where your heart and your soul are pulling you towards. This is associated with meaning and purpose. These are the things that compel us to do our work, the things that get us out of bed on most days. Question 2. What do I want my life to look like in 5 to 10 years? This is not a quick answer. I want you to really write this down and think and visualize the day-to-day reality. Where are you working? Who surrounds you? What does success feel like, not just look like? The third question is, what obstacles have held me back, and how can I overcome them? This is about turning challenges into your greatest opportunities. Every barrier is just an invitation to grow. If this is a little hard for you, I encourage you to seek feedback. The people around us can often see things we can't because we all have blind spots. Understanding that we have places to grow is the first step. Then we have to identify them, and then we have to work on them. But you need to know where those areas are. And number 4, what small steps can I take today to move in the right direction? Every monumental journey starts with one intentional step. Maybe it's reaching out to a mentor, updating your resume, or exploring a new industry. One of the benefits of working with so many clients is seeing how different and unique everyone is. I enjoy it because I get to see that the things that motivate one of my clients would never motivate one of my other clients. Seeing that is beautiful because it helps me appreciate the diversity of the human mind and heart and how unique each of us are. As you answer these questions, don't get too caught up on what you think the answer should be for you. You need to do some true introspection, and this is some of the work that I can't do for you. Now that you've answered some of the questions I've asked throughout the different activities, you've participated in the activities, and you have a better idea on your direction, you have to make an absolutely clear decision that you are moving forward in one direction. What is most important about establishing a direction is choosing where you're going. Now, if you're stuck between choosing 2 different directions that are maybe 5 degrees apart, you can continue down this path and it's not going to be all that hard for you to change course if you need to make a change to go in that direction. Now, the bigger challenge lies in different courses that are 90 degrees apart. If you start to go down one direction, if the time comes that you wanted to change your mind and go in the other direction, it's going to take you a lot longer to course correct. I don't say that to put pressure on you. I'm saying that to encourage you to understand the power that you have. And it's an incredible good thing. Taking responsibility for your life and understanding that these decisions, these steps are laying the foundation of this beautiful life. I see too many people who get consumed with this question of what is the right decision for me? I want to tell you, if you focus too much on this question in this framework, you're going to be stuck in anxiety and what's often called analysis paralysis. The best thing to do is to act. You can still course correct, redirect your path, all the things you need to do if you've taken those decisions. Do not forget that the steps that you took to get that far are not wasted. They were opportunities to learn and to grow, to help form who you are. I hear with almost every client, they reach a point where this regret has a powerful hold on them. There's always a temptation to focus on the things that we are not experiencing or to have the things we don't have. Appreciate where you are. It's a beautiful path that's made you who you are today. Now, we can truly build that beautiful, good life. It may seem overly simple to narrow it down to a few questions, but it comes down to this. As we wrap up this section of the workbook, remember, your career path doesn't need to be a rigid blueprint. It's a living, breathing document that evolves as you do. Your career is uniquely yours. This isn't about following someone else's predefined plan. It's about designing a life that aligns with your values, your strengths, and your deepest aspirations. I have a challenge for you. Share one of your career goals or your dreams in the comments. What's that aspiration that makes your heart race? List the direction that you're committed to explore. In our next installment, we'll dive deep into reviewing your career and comprehensively assessing your strengths. You won't want to miss it. Until next time, keep moving forward intentionally, powerfully, towards the career and the life that you want. If you're finding this valuable and you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe and follow along for more. I wish you success. Be blessed.